I'm going to show you 7 tricks that Italian women use in summer to look completely impeccable. And the 7th is what most transforms the result. These are details that most people never stop to notice, but that make all the difference between a produced look and an expensive look. The first starts with a piece you probably already have in your wardrobe. Trick 1. There's that feeling of looking in the mirror in summer and sensing the clothes are comfortable, but the look came out too loose, shapeless, as if you got dressed without putting together a look. That's exactly what tailoring resolves, and this is the first of 7 tricks. The Italian woman doesn't go out in a full formal suit in the heat. She chooses one single structured piece, a well-cut vest, a palazzo pant, a tailored Bermuda, and pairs it with something simple and fresh, a loose tank with a light short, comfortable, but without presence. Now the same tank with straight chocolate pants and a gold earring, or an ivory vest over a simple blouse, beige palazzo pants, and a leather sandal. The clothes didn't change in temperature, they changed in level. One structured piece creates clear lines and prevents light fabrics from seeming careless. In summer, just that already changes the reading of the entire body. Trick 2. Now, still talking about fabric, there's a mistake that most women make with linen that makes the entire look lose refinement without realizing it. The common belief is that linen goes with linen. Pants, a shirt, everything natural, everything in the same spirit, seems coherent, but when the entire look speaks the same language, it becomes rustic. It looks like a fisherman's beach, not Positano. Look at these beige linen pants with a raw cotton blouse and worn flat sandals. The fabric is beautiful, but the look seems incomplete. Now, swap the blouse for a matte ivory silk one and add a caramel leather mule. The linen didn't change. What changed was what was around it. That's what Italian stylists do. They insert a different surface to create depth. Silk has luminosity. Leather has structure. When one of these enters, the linen stops seeming comfortable and starts seeming chosen. Never let linen be the only finish in the look. Trick 3. And speaking of pieces you probably already have in your wardrobe, do you sometimes pick up a loose shirt and not know what to pair it with so you don't look like you're wearing your husband's clothes? This is trick 3 of 7, and it's more sophisticated than it seems. The oversized shirt, wide in cotton, poplin, or linen, conveys a very particular confidence. The ease of someone who doesn't need to try hard to seem elegant, but on its own, it can lose shape, and the look becomes just wide. What Italian women do is create an intentional contrast. The loose shirt on one side, a piece with definition on the other. Look at this combination. A wide white shirt with a midi skirt in earthy tones and a caramel leather sandal. See how the skirt returns femininity without competing with the shirt? Notice the detail that changes everything. The hem, tucked in only at the front. That small gesture organizes the entire look. The more voluminous the shirt, the more the bottom needs to have presence. Palazzo pants, tailored Bermuda, a wrap skirt with a clean drape. The next trick goes in the opposite direction. Instead of balancing volumes, you'll use the body itself as an element of the look. More subtle and more powerful than it seems. Before we continue, here you don't just learn fashion, you learn the invisible codes that stylists use to make a woman be seen as elegant and important. If you want to keep learning these secrets, click the button below and subscribe to the channel now. Trick 4. And speaking of building the look, the previous trick resolved the silhouette from the outside. This one goes a level deeper. Most women do one of 2 things. Either they hide everything out of excessive caution, or they reveal too much trying to look younger. Think of a long-sleeve blouse closed up to the neck with long pants. The look might be beautiful, but it lacks breathing room. Now think of the opposite, a deep neckline, a short skirt, clinging fabric. Everything competes at once, and the look loses elegance. The Italian path is neither one nor the other. This is the 4th of 7, and each trick that passes is more precise than the one before. And there are still 2 that will surprise you. The choice is always one point only, just one window. An ivory silk shirt, open at the first button, straight white pants, and a short gold necklace. The décolletage appears with lightness. Everything else is composed. The decisive detail, the necklace frames that décolletage and directs the eye to the face. Without it, the opening feels loose. With it, it seems like a choice: a wrist visible in a loose shirt, the top of the foot in cropped pants, a bare shoulder in a dress, with everything else closed. Each of these points says enough. Reveal one, protect the rest. In the next trick, the secret isn't in the clothes you wear. It's in how one unexpected piece changes the reading of everything. Trick 5. And that unexpected often begins in a very simple moment. You open the wardrobe, see a white shirt, beige pants, a leather sandal, and think, everything is right, but it seems dull. The look works, but says nothing about you. It's like a well-written sentence with no opinion. That's exactly where the 5th of 7 tricks enters, and this one opens a door that the 4 before it didn't touch. Italian women who dress well don't build the entire look around a surprise. They do the opposite. They assemble a completely predictable base and then add one single element nobody expected. Stylists call this elegant rupture. Look at this example: a cotton white shirt, beige tailored pants, and a brown leather sandal. Up to here, the look is correct. Clean, proportioned, no mistakes, but also no memory. Now enters the butter yellow bag. Just that, and the entire look shifts register from put together to woman with her own style. The decisive detail is that the rupture is 1, not 2, not 3, 1. A black and white polka dot skirt with a black blouse works because the print is all the surprise the look needs. A navy dress with a refined animal print shoe works for the same reason. The classic base sustains. The unexpected element makes the look seem chosen. When everything is unexpected, the eye gets lost. When there's only one surprise, it seems sophisticated. The classic piece brings respect. The surprise brings personality. This balance is powerful, but the next trick is even more decisive, and it lives in a place that most women completely ignore when getting dressed. Before the next trick, let me tell you something. How many times have you opened a closet full of clothes and still thought, I have nothing to wear? The problem isn't a lack of clothes. It's that nobody ever taught you how to combine the pieces you already have. That's why I put together a guide with over 150 looks. Tested one by one, using only 15 pieces you probably already have at home. And the best part, you don't even need to think. Just choose the look, copy it piece by piece, and in 5 minutes, you're ready to go. The link is in the pinned comment and in the description. And if you're watching on TV, just point your phone at the QR code on the screen. Trick 6. Speaking of personality, it can appear with much less than you imagine. There's a very common belief that for a look to have presence, it needs many elements: a beautiful shirt, well-chosen pants, a delicate sandal, jewelry, a scarf, sunglasses, everything together. But that accumulation rarely works. What works is the opposite: one single accessory that commands everything. This is the 6th of 7 tricks, and it's more revealing than it seems. The Italian woman doesn't distribute attention throughout the entire look. She concentrates it. She chooses one accessory with real presence: a sculptural necklace, a pair of bold earrings, a silk scarf, a brooch, glasses with a strong frame, and lets the rest work in silence. When the eye knows exactly where to stop, the look seems edited, intentional, sophisticated. Look at this first example: an off-white blouse with chocolate linen pants and nude leather sandals. Beautiful, balanced. But add a pair of sculptural gold earrings, a wide hoop, organic shape. The entire look shifts register, not because of the clothes, because of the accessory that assumed the lead. And the decisive detail: the other accessories disappear. No necklace, no bracelet, no scarf. One leads, the others support. That's what eyes read as style: a simple white dress with a sculptural gold necklace, a light blue shirt with a printed scarf tied in the hair and ivory pants, a black and white look with large tortoiseshell glasses. Each look has one clear protagonist, and it's that protagonist that makes the clothes seem expensive. The next trick closes the video and will show why most well-put-together looks still fail at something nobody consciously notices, but everyone feels. Trick 7. And we arrive at the 7th trick, the last one, the one I saved for this moment, because without it, the other 6 work, but don't reach the level you're about to understand. Most well-put-together looks fail at 3 specific points: not in the clothes, in what surrounds them. I'm talking about the bag, the glasses, and the shoe. There's a concept that stylists use without needing to name it out loud: the triangle of polish. The human eye travels the body in three directions: the face, the region of the hands and hip, and the feet. When these three extremities are refined, the brain registers this look is sophisticated before even processing the clothes. When one of them fails, the entire look loses a layer. The glasses work the face. They create frame, presence, personality. The structured bag anchors the silhouette at the right height. The shoe with a clean finish closes the descent of the eye. It can be a loafer, slingback, mule, minimalist sandal. What matters is that it was chosen, not just put on. Look at this first outfit: a brown linen dress, tortoiseshell frame glasses, a structured ivory bag, and a caramel mule. The dress is simple. What elevates everything are the 3 points. Now, a white shirt with beige palazzo pants, a wine leather bag, and a pointed toe nude slingback. Classic, but polished down to the last piece. And this, a black and white polka dot skirt, an off-white blouse, a structured red bag, and a pointed toe flat. The surprise of the bag would already work on its own, but the shoe is what makes the look seem intentional. The clothes create the look. The bag, glasses, and shoe determine its level. Now you have all 7 tricks, and if you apply them all together, the structured piece, the contrast of materials, the masculine-feminine mix, the revealed point of skin, the elegant surprise, the protagonist accessory, and the completed triangle, you'll understand in your own skin why the Italian woman always looks dressed by someone who knows what they're doing, even when she put the look together in 10 minutes. If this video opened something for you, save it. You'll want to come back to it before putting together your next look.